Welcome everybody to our weekly we call this podcast?
Podcast, yeah,
Video podcast, whatever you want to call it.
recording session.
For our fantasy football league for the fellas.
We missed one last week.
We did.
Apologies.
That was my bad. That was my bad. We were both recovering.
Yeah, I was,
Wisconsin got the best of us.
yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Plus, it was Thanksgiving, and
Yeah.
Thanks for having. I didn't want to do anything Friday.
I didn't
And
move.
Grant's here.
I bailed on golf that morning, and that if you know me, that doesn't happen.
The biggest move I did that day was from the couch, from the bed to the couch.
Yeah. The biggest move I made was texting Blake and saying, "Yeah, I'm not gonna make it today." But no, hey, cheers.
Cheers.
Big week this week.
Very big.
Got a lot of implications, a lot of things going on.
Oh,
a lot of
look at the Christmas tree in the back.
Oh, there's a Christmas tree back there.
Nice.
Oh, Christmas tree. Oh,
it's that time of year.
It is. My wife did a good job. We moved it to this room this year. Sorry, we got the Packer Lion game on in the background right behind the screen here, so you might see us looking up a little bit. Anyways, get this thing going here. A lot of implications, a lot of stuff in play this week.
Yes.
I've had one of those days. I'm just now reading a comment from Lindo. Wow, Ryan and Trevor went from 0-4, maybe 5, to now playing for a playoff spot on the final week of the season. That's pretty awesome.
That's from high quality trades at the right times.
Yep.
And just great management.
Yeah.
Great management. Hey, cheers to us getting back in contention.
Hey, it's a marathon. It's a long one.
And yes, I did start 0-4, Lindo.
I think I started like 1-4.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I went through the other day and was looking like, when did I turn this around? And recently. Recently was my answer.
Yeah.
But no, I know I had a weak lineup in the beginning of the season, made some trades, made some moves, dumped CMC to some poor fella that I got to play this week. It all worked. My plan is working perfectly.
Man, don't you love it when a plan comes together?
Especially if I did try to plan that. That would have been awesome. But hey, all good.
And you got a pick for next year.
And I got an extra third rounder. I got a running back or a wide receiver starter.
Oh
Jesus.
All right. Let's jump in.
Yeah, let's go to this. All right. So probably my favorite news of the week of the Thanksgiving weekend was that Eberflus firing. You know, I love to see the Bears in turmoil. One thing I always root for. So your little meme here is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody saw that coming once that happened, you know. I think he was already on the hot seat. So, what's funny is the very next day, the Raiders had a gaffe, but I feel like their gaffe wasn't coach oriented. So, like, nobody was calling for Antonio Pierce's head.
No.
Maybe the centers.
I think they kind of halfway. I guess you expect it from both organizations, honestly. They're both shit shows over the last 10 years.
I don't feel like the Raiders one was worse than the Bears one.
No, I don't either. That was just total failure. I mean, 31 seconds and you get one playoff from 31 seconds on with a timeout.
Yeah. So do you think the Raiders one was false start, or do you think they called it right?
Remind me of the Raider one.
Originally, supposedly it was a false start, but then they called it a legal procedure, which then meant the play happened, the fumble happened, the Chiefs got it, and the Chiefs won.
Yeah. No, I thought it was false start.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But it was the Chiefs, right?
But that doesn't work out for the Chiefs.
Common denominator.
Taylor would not like that.
Did you see the meme this week where it was like, as the referees, we were going to call false start, but the Chiefs ended up with the ball, so now it's a legal procedure, and the Chiefs get the ball.
Yeah, I saw that one. I saw one today, and I'm sure it's not true, but I saw one where Antonio Pierce is asking to have one of the refs of their game on, I think it's Monday night or Sunday night, whatever, one of their game, the ref of one of their upcoming games, it's not this week, but in a couple of weeks, taken off because he supposedly thinks that this guy's been a part of fixing it, and he's friends with Andy Reid. I might be fake, but
check the sources on that one. But
seems legit as a Niners fan. Seems legit.
As someone who hates the Chiefs indefinitely.
Speaking of the Niners,
it's Niners. 2 mountain covers, 2 major injuries. This latest injury I've had, it's not fun, and it leads to more injuries if you don't heal it up right. So, most of you guys know I've obliterated my knee a few times, and the first injury that caused all the future obliterations was my whole defense offense was my PCL injury. I mean, everything happened after that. So I hope he gets it right. I hope he gets it right. So we'll see.
We'll see. Hi, Grant. You want to say anything to the people, Grant? Right.
There you go. There you go. Man, a few words.
All right. Well, we're going to skip what happened in week 12. Nobody remembers. So,
Okay.
but what happened last week?
I think I scored some points.
We all scored some points.
Yeah.
It was actually, I think, the highest points scored week the league has had this year for sure, maybe ever. Lowest score was Joey at the Butler
at 121.
121, locked in that Butler spot. With that.
Hey, he does it well. He does it with a smile on his face.
Congratulations on your second out of third week with the highest points scored.
Figuring things out.
I think it was you and then KJ and then you, right?
Yeah.
Is that how it went?
Yeah.
Sorry, KJ, we missed your limelight, but we'll talk about you later.
We talked about him enough when he scored like 90 points against me. So it's all
good.
It's all good. Fake ass team. Overrated.
I lost Joey's team. I think it was kind of over for me. I forget who he had, one of his running backs. Like, if you want to pull it up,
I can.
He had a running back. Bucky Irving was the number one scoring running back. I remember there was a point midway through the second quarter. I was like, oh, he's only at 8 points. If he stays there, I have a chance at winning. I would have won if he stayed at 8 points.
But
he put up like 27 points.
With a busted ass hip.
Yeah. So congrats, Joey. Good win. Good luck this week.
Yeah.
Who's you got? And then is now when you tell the two hats? A couple of people know it. Well, four other people know the story of my new name.
The Trevor Two Hats? We put that on the internet?
No, I think we saved that for draft night.
All right.
Draft night.
I don't know if we want that on the internet.
Or a hackers event. I'll tell Bing this weekend. I'll probably see Bing this weekend when I'm in Vegas.
Perfect. Trevor Two Hats is a classic story.
Yeah. Wish I remembered all of it.
I got all of it right here, bud. Right here. I was coherent. Got us home safely. No, it's a classic story. Typical Trev. Especially when he's in a random bar in a part of the world he doesn't go to. So fucking dumb.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
So you had the highest score. Congrats. Yep. Nice win. I mean, you didn't your competition wasn't that great, but he actually had an okay week. Norwood was actually the most efficient. He needed every bit of it because I did have a decent week.
Yeah.
Donald was the least efficient, and
shit up, man.
It cost him a chance at the 1 seed.
Ooh, make better choices, Donald. Make better choices. But why did we change his name to Donald? I thought it was Don Travius.
It should be something like
Dontrell.
Something worse, like
Shaniqua.
Don Garbage. Something like that.
Oh, Uncle Don. No. So least efficient being Donald. Biggest blowout. Got it.
Nice job.
Nice little 171 over 121. 50-point Vic. And then narrowest win was Ty over Ethan. But I bet you Tyson was talking so much shit.
This one was interesting. Tyson was at his score, 148, after the morning games on Sunday. He didn't have anybody going in the afternoon, Sunday night, or Monday. And Ethan had Christian McCaffrey to go Sunday night. And
yeah, that was short-lived.
We get it done.
Tyson and Ethan and I all golfed together on Tuesday. There might have been a little chatter about that. Sorry, Ethan. You got on the short side of that stick on that Chris McCaffrey deal.
Both teams still alive. We'll talk about that.
Yep. Trev has gone through the analysis, and we have the entire breakdown.
Yeah.
Touchdown Montgomery.
I even actually went through, just because I was a little bored this morning, and went and looked at who has the most average points. It's easy, but actually who is the most efficient in their
roster picking?
Their rosters. It's you.
Either I have a really shitty bench or I get lucky very often. I also only carry one quarterback. I don't do a lot of those moves where a lot of people carry two quarterbacks, and so you might have somebody go off.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of carrying two quarterbacks and two defenses.
Nope.
Two tight ends. I don't like.
Kicker goes on by. Guess what? Swap him out. I'm gonna go pick someone up.
This week though, I did keep two. I have Fairbairn. I think it's in this league. I have Fairbairn. So I do have two kickers this week because he's the number one kicker in the league.
Okay.
So I want to keep him for playoffs, hoping I make it.
Yep.
And there's not a whole lot of shit out there to pick up anyways. So.
No, not at this point. I was going through defenses in another league last night, and I was like, okay, what's the highest defense that's available? is the 15th ranked defense in the league.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why in
all
my
you idiots that have two defenses, let one go.
right. That's why in my other league I did the same thing. I have the Broncos, their number one defense and fantasy points. And I kept them
Okay.
because they're on a bye.
Yep.
And I'm like, fuck it, I'll just keep them and dump the other people next week. But yeah. Tyson, best quarterback, Joey, best running back. Bing had Judy go off.
Judy, have a day.
Tyson also had the best tight end. Nice job, Tyson. You had a hell of a week.
Yeah.
And then you had the two most important ones.
Yeah. I mean, this is the separator, man. This is where you separate yourself from the group. If you got the kicker of the week and the defense of the week, you're pretty much the league champion. Just saying.
Yeah, good luck.
Of that week.
Yeah.
Let's calm down.
Yeah.
Go back. I wanna talk about our boy.
Oh yeah.
Famous Jameis. How about the turnaround that guy? I mean, I used to hate this human being. I used to not like him, was annoyed by his existence. Now it's like, if I was a football player, I'd want to be on his team.
He seems like a fun dude.
I like him. Positive,
Everybody loves him.
turning shit around over there in Cleveland. I mean, they're not winning, but they're playing very good games.
I saw something where he was in a high school All-American baseball game and struck out like two guys that are pros right now or some shit like that.
I saw the same thing. And it was like profound the names they were.
Yeah.
It was like Mookie Betts and shit.
Yeah. He's just an athlete. And he likes to wing it. He's like the black modern Brett Favre.
Yeah, except for
he's like he's thrown up 4 touchdowns and 2 pick sixes.
Does he have Snapchat?
He probably does. Yeah.
Check the reference.
I bet his dick's bigger.
Yeah, he's got one of them.
But yeah, there were so many memes. I just threw this one on there. I got tired of looking at all of them and deciding.
Yeah.
But he's actually starting for me in my little league now.
Yeah, I got him starting in the league too. 100%. I have in that league, I picked him up last week, knowing that this week I had Stroud on bye.
I did the exact same thing. Yep.
Stroud on bye, so I went and grabbed him last week.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm hoping he goes off and they lose. 40.
And I didn't have to do a waiver pick. I picked him up before Monday night. I picked him up on Monday.
Oh, because he hadn't played yet.
Yeah.
He had a spot.
Yep.
Yeah, good move. Good move.
Yep.
Did not use a waiver wire spot, which KJ, we need to talk about that.
Yeah, that's another thing. Waiver wire spots for defense. I mean, maybe we can't knock KJ.
What's that? We can't knock KJ?
We probably shouldn't because he did lock up the number 1 seed.
Oh, I'm gonna knock KJ no matter what.
And he's the highest winning percentage in the league coming into before going 10-3.
I've heard he's overrated.
But using a waiver pick for a defense is
bold strategy.
I'm not sure it's the best use of your investment.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
So
I don't know if he knows how free agency is different from waiver wire. I thought we explained this last year when he picked up a kicker with the waiver wire in week 1. Remember that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to hold my tongue because I'm fighting for playoffs, and he already won money in the league this year.
Talk shit no matter what.
Yeah, that's true. You know me. Fuck him. Yeah. KJ, don't be a fucking idiot.
I believe the phrase is "fuck him."
Yeah.
So KJ,
thought your policy just changed. You're already smoking. What the fuck?
Smart move. There we go. 1st and 10. Jordan Love dropping back, no run, and damn near fumbled it. Good job.
That's weird. I never saw that in person.
Yeah. Well, his defense got to him.
Yeah.
My wife's having a good time up there. So we got KJ locked up number 1 seed for regular season.
Grant, come here.
Come here, Grant. There is a payout for that. Trevor and I were trying to remember what it was. I think it's like 175, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, we'll have to go back and look.
So
I don't remember what. And then who was was it Tyson that got the bad beat?
Tyson was bad.
Yeah, we'll have to go back and look to see what those payouts were.
I think it's 75 to 175 is what it was, because we wanted both of them to make more money than they were putting into the league. So, so he locked the number 1 spot. Highest points for being Donald. What's that spread looking like? Is it close? No, about a hundo.
Yeah, I mean
85.
KJ turned it on towards the end of the year, so he's
85.
It doesn't matter because he can't catch him this week no matter what.
Okay. And then lowest points for being Joe or Butler. Appreciate you, bud.
Butler locked that in.
Does it with a smile on his face. Got no complaints there. Ty. It's the highest points against. Damn. People score points against him and stand on his lawn. Tyson, get off my lawn, Batoza. That a boy. And then
It's tough to win ball games or weeks with the highest points against. So
sometimes it'd be like
he
that.
fought hard and he still is in contention for playoffs.
39 after giving up a touchdown. Let's just nothing. Hey, there we go. Late flag. There we go. Okay. Sorry, guys. And then so we got some scenarios here. So let's talk real quick. The cutoff is right there at 6. 6 and up, you're into the playoffs. First and second are on bye.
Bye weeks, yes.
Okay.
So KJ locked up a bye.
And then we got, I know Donald and Joe Norwood are playing for the 2 spot this weekend, right?
Yes.
And you got that on your thing?
Yeah. So down there at the bottom.
Okay. They're the last match.
Joe Norwood and Don Travius, or what I call him here, Donatello,
I like that one.
are playing for that 2 seed.
He's a world traveler, so it makes sense.
Yeah, he has been to the place where Donatello has
Somewhere.
He was from.
Just doing his thing.
Some shit like that.
2 hats. 2 hats versus Lindo in first one. You like that name, Trevor 2 hats.
I kind of do. It's kind of fun.
It's his alter ego.
I have to keep it.
If you see him with 2 hats on,
It beats Hair Bear.
Hair Bear or Cap Curls.
Yeah. I don't have those anymore, so we're going with 2 hats now.
I like Trevor 2 hats. Okay, so your matchup versus Lindo, how are we gonna do?
I'm winning.
You're winning.
This is a
projections say different.
We'll get to the scenarios in a second.
What's the scenario?
We'll get to it in a second.
Okay.
And then Joey Moles is losing to Tyson. I'm sure he probably won't even do anything there.
No.
You've got a solid matchup. There's 3 matchups this week that are, well, really all of them besides Tyson's still up in the air, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
You versus Ethan.
Yep.
There's things that could happen there.
And the best part is we've made 2 trades between us this year. 2 trades between us, and we're playing for the playoff spot. Well, depending. We'll go over that next page.
And then KJ is facing Binger. So KJ can play spoiler or not.
And just so you guys know, I'm rooting heavily for KJ. Heavily.
Yep.
Love you, Bing. Rooting heavily for KJ.
And then, like we mentioned, Norwood and Donald are playing each other for the one scenario we won't see on the next page is that 2 seed. But Joey has all of his good players on bye. He's got Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, I think. No, Lamar Jackson.
I got it. So he's got Lamar Jackson on bye, Derrick Henry on bye, Jonathan Taylor on bye, Tank Dell and Zay Flowers all on bye.
And his kicker he's got as well as on bye.
Justin Tucker.
Yeah.
So literally, I can already tell you right now, Joey's gonna have the most efficient week because he has no points on his bench at all. They're all on bye.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and his goal, I know going in last week when we talked, was he needed to beat me because he knew if he didn't, he might need to make some changes. So he's probably just going to coast. The good thing for him, if we go back one, is he has 1,850 points for. So for me or Lindo, we're the only 2 that could pass him up. Yep. We'd have to outscore him by a whole lot, and only Lindo would be able to. I can't outscore him by fucking 200 points.
Don't sell yourself short. You're Trevor 2 hats.
You never know.
Seen you do some incredible shit.
So that's a fight for second and third. I'm guessing I would bet Donald locks it up just because of what squad he's throwing out there. So here's the scenarios.
Okay. Run through the first one.
First one is Lindo and I are playing. The winner locks up that
4 spot.
4 spot. Was it 4? Yeah. So winner locks up the 4 spot. Loser can still stay in playoffs with a Being or a Being and Glaze loss, or a loss but outscoring Being and Glaze.
Should be good. And then Bing gets in with a win and more points than me, or a win and I lose, or a loss but more points than me and a loss and Ethan and a win. I don't fucking know.
So if he wins, he's in.
Okay.
But he's still, he has to outscore you. So if we go back, he's at 1,758. So he's got 100. He's got 80 something points on you. So
I could do it.
Yeah.
And then, so then next scenario, I get in. How do I get in? I get in with
It's
a
tough.
win
It's
and
tough for
a
you to get in.
Bing loss, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's the most direct way. If I beat Ethan and Bing loses to KJ, that's the most direct way.
correct.
Or a win and scoring more points than TK and Lindo, then
The loser of our yeah,
okay.
which is closer to me.
Gotcha. Or a Bing loss and lose with 83 more points than Bing scored.
Yeah. So you could still get in with a loss this week.
Yeah, don't think that's happening. Let's just win and take care of it.
Yeah.
Then Ethan gets in with a win and Bing loss plus outscoring Bing by 50.01 points. Don't forget that last yard.
Yeah, it was cute.
Love it.
So there's a lot of implications. And then Tyson can still get in, as we talked about.
All right. From the doldrums.
Let me go through this one. Tyson can get in with a win and a Glaze loss and a Bing loss, plus outscoring Bing by 114 points and Glaze by 32 points. There's still hope, Tyson.
No, there's not. Don't worry, Tyson. The overrated team is in the playoffs, locked up the first seed, but yet, we'll see. We'll see.
There's still a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance.
So
score again? No, that was a touchdown.
Yeah. So a lot of things can happen. I could get knocked down. Lindo could get knocked down. I would say Lindo's probably the safer bet to be in.
Mm-hmm.
I
think you're all safe. I think you and Lindo are safe. I think the only thing that changes is maybe me jumping Bing.
Yeah.
And that's for that sixth spot, that last spot in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Maybe the only way. But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun to watch on come Sunday night and Monday night.
Yeah. Hopefully Ethan's nice to me. So I'll let you take the left one. I'm going to take the right.
If I were Bing, I'd be calling KJ and saying, I'll fucking pay you to take a dive.
KJ could
collusion.
KJ could make more money in this league.
Yeah.
He's already got 175 racked up. Maybe. We're not quite sure. And then could get more than that. So we'll see.
So the left one is fun. And I thought about it. I was like, it does feel like that. Why does it feel like the Chiefs have a home game every week? The refs are on their side every week. The Jets only play on Thursday nights. The Cowboys Giants are on Sunday Night Football 4 times a year. The Titans and Colts play every Sunday. Now I'm going to adjust for West Coast time at 10 a.m.
Yes.
And Cardinals, Seahawks, Broncos, Raiders always play every week at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Doesn't it seem like that?
It does. It does. I feel like I've seen those matchups about 3-4 times already this year.
Yeah.
No, I'm not watching old games. My father-in-law does that. He called me one time, or he texted me one time. You see that game tonight? It was a Friday night. I was like, what game? The Minnesota game. Like, you're watching last night's replay? Or I think it was last Sunday's replay. But anyways. And then number of games won in the last 50 days in New York. You know me, I'm a Yankee fan. 5 wins for the Yankees, 2 for the Mets, 1 for the Jets, 0 for the Giants. New York, we own it. We run it. Sorry about it.
It's pretty sad.
Is Aaron Rodgers retiring this year? Yeah. Is that idiot? Not idiot.
I don't know.
But
I'm
you
sure
think
there's
he's going to hang on and try to play more?
There's some team that would pay him. The Vikings. He has to go to the Vikings. He has to follow the Favre footprint.
All for it. All for it. You'll be their problem next year.
Yeah. So, a lot of things going to happen. It's going to be interesting. I am wishing myself, you, and KJ and Joey the best.
Appreciate it. I'm
Joey Moles.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm hoping for a win, and then I'm hoping that the Packers figure out whatever the hell they got going on right now. Down 7-0 and haven't really moved the ball at all. So
they'll figure it out.
We'll see. No, it should be a good week. Next week's video should be really good. Let's just say that. So, all right.
All right.
Good luck to y'all.
See ya.